Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rituparna Ghosh. I am a consultant clinical psychologist with Apollo Hospitals, Navi, Mumbai. Today the topic that I am going to discuss with all of you is something which is very pertinent related to our today's world. In our today's day-to-day world, we all know that we are encountering a lot of stress, and because of that we feel anxious. So yes, today's discussion is on anxiety, a general outline on what is anxiety and how we need to deal with it in general. So we all know that anxiety doesn't happen just because we think about the future. It happens because as human beings, we have a desire to control the future. So what happens when our stress becomes so high, it surpasses the intensity of the event? We start feeling anxious, worried, and restless. So in severe forms of anxiety, people also experience panic attacks and panic reactions. The symptoms can be feeling breathless, a feeling of choking, rapid heartbeat, sweating of hands and feet, loss of appetite, sleep, a continuous fear of impending doom, and a lot of concern related to the future. So anxiety is something that makes us feel overwhelmed. Not necessarily that there has to be a trigger. Anxiety people can have as a generalized pattern. With some people who are anxious natured, they have a generalized pattern of anxiety even if there's a trigger or if there's no trigger as well. Anxiety can lead to panic attacks. At the same time, anxiety can be due to some intense triggers in the environment as well. Now, anxiety can happen from chemical imbalance in the brain. It can be due to some triggers, or it can have some sort of heredity factors as well. Now, before you seek help, there are certain tips as a psychologist I would like to tell all of you where you can work on reducing your anxiety levels. A basic modification in your lifestyle management is what is needed. Proper sleep, proper diet, reducing caffeine intake, reducing smoking, reducing alcohol, doing good exercises, talking to each other, sharing your concerns with your near and dear ones. There's nothing to feel embarrassed. If you're feeling anxious, you're feeling worried about a situation, externalize your stress. Talk and share with your confidence. That's very important. At the same time, make some changes in your lifestyle. Along with proper sleep and diet, do some exercises, nurture some hobbies. Investing a lot in your self-care is very important to work on your mental wellness. Now, another important thing I would like to tell all of you related to how you need to work on your anxiety is, suppose after a week or so you see that your anxious levels are not reducing. It's becoming so intense that you're unable to focus on your work. Your concentration is getting diverted. It's affecting adversely your day-to-day work. You are unable to sleep. You're unable to eat. You don't feel pleasure in life. You're always feeling panicked. Yes, then it's the time to seek help from a mental health professional, be it a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Psychological therapies include all different types of behavior therapies, to work on your thoughts, emotions, and behavior, to work and help you to regulate your emotions in a positive way that will help in the long term to deal with your anxiety and reduce your stress. At the same time, along with that, if a psychologist feels that your anxiety levels are too high, then some supportive medication is also needed. And that is pretty fine, to take along with supportive therapy so that you can again lead a fruitful and productive life. So the basic crux is, in order to work on your anxiety, you need to modify your lifestyle, and at the same time, if your anxious levels are too intense, you need to seek professional help, and at the same time, be happy. Live one day at a time and live in the present. That is very important. You need not feel worried or upset that why you are feeling anxious. In today's world, in pandemic times, and in general as well, we all feel anxious, and it's nothing abnormal or nothing embarrassing about it. So, if you feel anxious, there are lot of ways to deal with it by regulating your lifestyle. And if at all you feel it's very, very intense, do seek professional help. We all are there to help you. So live one day at a time, calm down, relax, do some breathing exercises, do some relaxation techniques. You'll be able to come out of this concern with all the, your abilities and potential. So focus on your well-being and focus on a healthy lifestyle. That is the major way to work on reducing your anxiety. Thank you so much.